Evening all, how are we doing? We're back. Back again. Nice to be back. Oh, man. You know, I thought I nearly wasn't going to stream tonight. I'm not feeling too good. But I won't mention it. I won't mention it. Promise. How you all doing? Who have we got in chat? Cameron's in. Starlight's in. Badge is in. James is in. Nice to see you all. No, we don't want to tug, thank you. Yeah, we'll take the crew. So we're here in Geneva. Default airport, nothing too much to write home about with Geneva, but we are heading to Stansted. And not just any old Stansted, we now have the iniBuilds Stansted. Thanks to iniBuilds for reaching out and hooking us up with iniBuilds Stansted, so we're going to fly into there tonight, which will be really cool because we've been flying into the world update of Stansted a little bit on the channel recently. So it'll be quite interesting to see how the iniBuilds version compares. Like, no doubt it's more detailed. I'm kind of expecting that, but nevertheless, it'd be cool to check it out, see what the differences are. Yeah, because that's loud. Oof. Good. Yeah, so we're here in Geneva. We're in a Jet 2 livery today. Flight number, or call sign I should say, is Chanex 5. Saying it wrong already. Chanex 453. It's off to a good start. Off to a good start. And of course, this is our first flight since the PMDG has had its update. Now, there's been a couple of small issues with that update. I actually succumbed to one of them tonight. My EFB had like the little spinny PMDG logo thing. But I just restarted the flight and it's been fine, so hopefully that'll be that. The nav data I don't think should affect us because we're basically all set on that front in any event. So we're all good. Good. So, let's get inside. Let's have a little look. So all I've done so far is turn the main battery on. I've armed the emergency lights, and I've connected us to our external ground power. But that's literally it. Oh, and I turned on the navs, which are currently aligning. Good, so we've got the flight data in from SimBrief, and as you can see, fairly straightforward routing tonight. As for what's on with VATSIM, oh, we've got tower online. I was not expecting that. Let's have a quick look. So here's us at gate number 8, and so yeah, we've got an ATIS, we've got ground, and we've got tower. We zoom out a little bit. We've got a whole lot of nothing in front of us all the way there. Although we do have London Control online and currently ground at Stansted. Although it might be a minute until we actually, till we get there. Therefore, it could all change. Quite often is the case that there'll be a load of VATSIM coverage in front of me, and literally as I get closer to it, it all starts coming offline. But I suppose everyone probably feels like that to an extent with VATSIM, so it's one of those things. Good. Virtual EasyJet pilot, wondering if you could help with the Phoenix A320. What's your issue? What's going on? Tell us everything. If I can't help, maybe someone in the chat can. That's a good place to ask. Alright, so I've set the payload, I've set the fuel for today's flight from our SimBrief flight plan. Let's select our route. Francisco, how you doing? First chatter in the vertical chat tonight. Nav data's out of date. Ah, damn it. That could be problematic, couldn't it? Now, can we dare I upgrade the nav data through the PMDG's thing. Dare I try and do it through here? Because that was one of the things they were having issues with, wasn't it? I don't even know where you go to do it. You do not have current Navigraph data without this all featured. Okay. Click the download button to download. Alright, let's risk it for a biscuit, shall we? Come on. Reinstall nav data. Oh, maybe I didn't need to do that. Alright, that worked. So that's kind of good, because that was one of the things that they said they're having issues with on the PMDG forums, that they can get stuck. So that's kind of reassuring that that worked. That's good. Basically, I was doing a vaccine flight. Doing a flight, then it crashed. Rebooted the sim. Now my Airbus TCA throttles just aren't working. The engine switches still works. They do throttles. Oh my lord. I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head. Short of recalibrating your throttles within the Phoenix. Yeah, Railstorm, you might be in luck. I mean, we're getting the A330, aren't we? And quite a few other planes, the 737 MAX. I mean, from my point of view, I'm probably going to be flying the PMDGs, the Phoenixes, yeah, that kind of thing. So the default aircraft aren't a huge concern to me with 2024. That's probably why I'm going to go for the standard edition, just because I don't really see a huge amount of reason to do it the other way. Right, let's request new data. It is. Set fuel, set payload. Selected routes. How's it going, Adam? Will there be a good A320 on offer for the Xbox version? There already is. I would say you've got the iniBuilds, so the version 2 of the A320 Neo. I would say that's probably your best bet from iniBuilds on Xbox, because you won't be able to get fly-by-wire stuff, and there's nothing. You can't get Phoenix stuff, I don't think. So, yeah, that's probably your best bet. Right, let's activate the flight plan, execute that, runway 22. Let's align or set our initial position. Do LSGG for the airport, and we are at gate 8. And all of our long lats look reasonable, which is jolly handy. Good. Mark, how you doing? I don't know if you just saw it, Mark, but I just dared to update my nav data from within the EFB because I didn't realise it's out of date. And it worked. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Good, passengers are getting loaded. Now we should be departing runway 22 on the Dippy 6 Alpha arrival. And it's a little bit ambitious, but we will plan our arrival into Stansted. We're going to be on the Banva 1... Yeah, Banva 1 Lima into runway 22, transitioning at Laurel. Again, could all change by the time we get there, but I like to have something in the box, rightly or wrongly. Don't know, maybe it's just like a me thing. Let's do perf init request. Yeah, I didn't realise, Mark. I just sort of came out here and fired it up and just went for it, and then it came up saying nav data out of date, and I was like, oh no, I've either got to reboot the sim and go through the whole like Navigraph thing, or dare I do it through here? And I did it through here and it worked, so that was kind of lucky. Yeah, London Control is on for now, but I tend not to really think too much about that because it's a long time until we get there. Have I heard if FSI panel will work with 24? I haven't heard that it isn't going to work. I will. I can email the dev and find out. Right, let's sort out our N1 limits. So performance tool, runway 22. QNH is 1027. So flaps 5 takeoff, rating of TO and a select temp of 49. So TO's already selected. Let's put 49 in there. Flaps 5. So we've calculated V1 of 143, VR 145, V2 148. And that is what the EFB calculated as well. So it's always nice when the two things come up with the same number. Can be a bit worrying sometimes if they don't. Trim of 5.68. Yeah, it's currently dark in Geneva, but I don't really like flying it in the dark. Well, I don't mind it in terms of like the exercises of it, although I'm not as good in the dark. But I just feel like the sim looks so flipping good. It's a shame to not fly at night, fly in daytimes when you can actually see the stuff, you know. Otherwise, we wouldn't be seeing a lot right now. Maybe I'm wrong in thinking that. Maybe I'm crazy. Could well be, to be honest. Cruise of 380. Let's put 380 up here. Hello, Lee. JJ's in. Love to see it. Runway elevation for Stansted is 348 feet, so we'll go 350. .148, which is our V2 speed in there. And we should probably get on and talk to ground in a minute. JJ, we do have a Discord, but it's for channel members at the moment. We've gone and got it paywalled for good reason, to stop the troublemakers getting in. Alright, let's get ATIS on at the moment, so it's 135,580.
RVR runway at time 1,400 meters decreasing. Mist. Clouds. Overcast at 100 feet. Temperature 2.11. QNH 1027. Becoming. Visibility 3,000 meters. Geneva Information Charlie.
Information Charlie, that's what we want.
This is Geneva.
121855 for ground. Having problems with autopilot lately. Is that what the update included, or is it just me? Don't know. My autopilot's been fine. Is it foggy? Let's have a look. Certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Yep, I'd say it's foggy. Oh, yeah, the tree's sticking out the terminal, so it is. Yeah, well, yeah, it definitely looks very default with this, doesn't it?
51 kilo request push start.
Happy days.
Condor 51 kilo, push and start is approved, Greenwich 1027.
What am I looking at?
I click for push and start and QNH 1027.
What will I be flying on November the 19th? I think what we'll do on the launch day
we are ready for taxi.
is we will
Swiss 141, taxi holding point 22 via link 5 and Alpha.
we'll play the career mode, I think.
Link 5 out, holding point runway 22 Swiss 1 pon.
I think that's what we'll be doing on launch day. We'll get stuck into the career mode and see what that's got.
Good evening, Alpine 16 Tango Romeo, position 1, information Charlie, request clearance to Berlin.
Alpine 16 Tango Romeo. Let me check your flight plan and call you back. Oh, now. Berlin Brandenburg. Clear to Berlin Brandenburg, information Charlie's current runway 22, Conil 5, Juliet departure, initial climb flight level 90 and squawk 1000.
Alpine 16 Tango Romeo, cleared Berlin on runway 22, Conil 5, Juliet departure, climb initially flight level 90, squawk 1000.
Alpine 16 Tango Romeo, repeat correct, report me for pushback to
16 Tango Romeo.
Speedrun it, yeah. Don't think so somehow. Don't think so somehow. Right. So I'm Chanax today. I need to remember that. Chanax 5. I say it wrong. Chanax 453. Let's give them a quick buzz, see if we can get our IFR clearance to Stansted. Geneva ground, Chanax 453 at stand 8. Information Charlie on board. Aircraft type Boeing 737-800 looking for clearance to Stansted, please.
Chanax 453. I don't see your flight plan. Please refind and call me back.
Okay. What's going on there then?
Swiss 141, contact tower 118.7, have a nice flight. Tower 118.7, Swiss 141, up to service, schönen Abend noch, ciao. Bis bald, schönen Abend.
Condor 51 kilo, request taxi.
Condor 51 kilo, taxi holding point 22 via inner link 4 and Alpha.
Can you repeat that? Can you do slower, please? Thank you. On Condor 51 kilo.
Condor 51 kilo, no problem. Taxi holding
Hey, Bagua.
point 22 via inner link 4 and Alpha.
How do I join the server? Do I have to join? No, you don't have to join at all, JJ.
Links for outer in Alpha and hold shorter runway 22.
I'm lagging. It doesn't say I'm lagging. It normally would tell me if I am. You alright, Jacob? Okay. Geneva ground Chanex 453. Are you able to see our flight plan now?
Chanex 453, I see now your flight plan. Ready for copy clearance?
Roger, we're ready.
Chanex 453, clear to London Stansted as filed. Information Charlie's current runway 22, deep here 6 Alpha, departure, initial climb flight level 90 and squawk 6737.
Clear to Stansted are filed on the deeper 6 Alpha departure, runway 22. Initial climb 9000, squawk 6737, Chanex 453.
Chanex 453, read back correct, report me for pushback and startup.
Okay, Chanex 453. Whoops, hit the mic. I could have sworn I fired my flight plan. Maybe my browser bugged when I hit the button to say do it. 6. What's my squawk? 6. 737. Oh, Badgie, you're on the way already. Nice. Where'd you start from, Badgie? You didn't start from Geneva as well, did you? What's the best way to learn how to fly? I find Airbus is so much easier. Yeah, they are, I think, if you're starting. I found the Boeing like really crazy confusing when I first started out. Hey, Stanville. What peripheral? Which one specifically are you talking about, Stanville? Oh, no way, Badger. That's cool. I will see you there. Right, initial climb 9000. Let's just step through the route. Ah! So here's us, and we're going to come out, and up we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's good. I like it. What's in the 737 update? So we've got the ability to upgrade the nav data from within the EFB, although there is a bit of a bug going on with that at the moment. Although weirdly, when I booted into the sim, I thought there wasn't a nav update, and there was, and I had to do it within here. Otherwise, I'd have to just shut down the whole stream and reboot the sim and all that stuff. And it worked. So, I don't know. Not so bad. How's it going, Grant? First Twitch chatter of the night. Oh yeah, do what Lee says, hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button already, it really, really helps a ton. Like, really helps. Right, we're all loaded up, aren't we? There you go, parking brakes are on. Wheel chocks are set. Can you show how to do the install from the EFB? Yeah, so what I did, I went to the EFB, I went to this little database icon here. You do not yet have the current Navigraph nav data. Yeah, I do. Latest AirAC, currently installed AirAC. But yeah, I clicked that button and it worked. So, although it's weird now that it's saying that it's not current. I don't know.
Condor 51 kilo, contact tower 118.7, have a nice flight.
Check tower.
Alright, let's get the APU fired.
Contact tower in 18 decimal.
Get the yaw dampener on.
Decimal 700. Good. Over.
Condor 51 kilo, contact tower 118.700.
Contact tower in decimal 118 decimal 700 in over.
Can you detect some frustration in that voice there? $700 wasn't flyable, couldn't load anything. Okay, well, hopefully we get on okay so far. So far, so good. Isn't the ground handling better as well? Looking forward to that. And also, we've got auto cruise. Notice now we've got this bar at the top of the EFB, just like we do in the 777. So if you're flying a slightly longer route, like I was looking at flying to Dubrovnik, and that's a long way, really, from like, Gatwick or Heathrow or Stansted. So one way to fly to places a bit further away is you could disconnect from VATSIM, turn on auto cruise, and it will dynamically adjust the sim rate such that you can get there in half or a quarter of the time, which puts further away destinations in reach if you're not really up for doing long haul, which I'm certainly not, or even sort of medium haul. The tower is 1187, so let's get that dialed in. Yeah, I do like that they've kind of backported the auto cruise feature. I think that should be in every plane, to be honest. Like the A380 that's coming, just any plane. It'd be nice if it was more at a sim level, but I do appreciate PMDG putting in the work, because if you just do the sim rate, let's say you go to 8x, if you were to fly around this bend here, because the sim is running at 8x of a speed, the plane is going to struggle to interpret that turn properly. So what the auto cruise feature does with PMDG is that it will see a turn coming up, dynamically slow the sim rate back down to like 1x or whatever, do the turn, get yourself straightened up, then it will then speed it up again, and it does that throughout, which is really nice. But to me, that feels like that should be a total built-in feature. Absolutely it should. Okay, let's go up top again and have a look. So APU is ready. Let's take power from it. Let's get fuel pumps on. Let's get GSX to get us ready to go, shall we? Move the chocks. Shut the doors.
Ready for pushback.
So we're sort of facing southeast at the moment, aren't we? So we're going to want to face northeast.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
You're going to be flying the A380 on Thursday. I don't know what time it's going to release, because that could impact what I'm able to do with it, because I'm back in work on Friday. Hopefully it's
Alpine
not like
16 Tango Romeo,
6
request
p.m.
started with pushback.
Alpine 16 Tango Romeo, push and start is approved. QNH 1027, facing northeast.
Northeast, good.
QNH 1027, push and start approved, facing northeast Alpine 16 Tango Romeo.
Why's my wing wobbling? So we're going to want nose left, tail right, aren't we? Geneva ground, Chanex 453, ready for push and start.
Genex 453, push and start. This proved over the aircraft behind you. Dex, I call you back.
Roger. Who's around? Is it the Easy? Yeah, Easy's just pushing. Cool. That's all good. I wonder if A380 will be put into MSFS 2024 eventually. I doubt it. I doubt it, because fly-by-wire aren't doing the marketplace. And if an A380 were to appear, I wouldn't get your hopes up for it. Because we'd have heard about its development by now, and if it's just going to randomly appear, I would... To me, that would tell me that's probably just like a skin of the A320. Which would give me the heebie-jeebies a bit. Okay, so looking at the taxi routing, it's probably going to be taxiway inner down to maybe link 5, then onto Alpha, all the way down to 2-2, then I guess we'll get chucked off to tower. We'll see. Oh, Whitehat, you can bet your bottom dollar we're going to be flying the A380. I think the plan is, first flight we will do a delivery flight from Toulouse and bring it back to either Heathrow or Gatwick, where we will put it into the hangar and have it painted. I.e. that will give me a couple of days to hopefully sort out a livery. Which I'm not looking forward to. I hate doing liveries. Liveries suck. But we're going to need one, so... That's the way, BW. That's the way. First flight will be a real-world Air France pilot test from Charles de Gaulle to Heathrow. I didn't know that. That's cool. Getting quite a lot of wing wobble. Is that wind? Or is that just the sim being weird? So I've tried rearranging my lights today. I'm not really sure it's worked out. So my lights used to be, I used to have one there and one there, but now I've got one there. As you can see, if you look at my hand, it lights up my hand, but then as I bring my hand further back, the strength of the light goes away, so I think I'm probably going to need a better light. And I've got another one sort of shining onto the back wall to try and get rid of the grain, but again, I don't think it's worked. Which is a shame. It is a shame.
Alpine 16 Tango Romeo, request taxi.
Alpine 16 Tango Romeo, taxi holding point 22 via inner link 4 and Alpha.
Taxi holding point Germany 22 via inner link 4 and Alpha, Alpine 16 Tango Romeo.
Genex 453, when the aircraft behind you, crossing you, pushing start is approved, Greenwich 1027 facing north.
Once the EasyJet has taxied behind us, face northeast and QNH 1027, Chanex 453. Just managed to Have my controller vibrate off the desk there. Brilliant. Yeah, I need to figure it all out a bit more with the camera. Anyone else around? No. God, it's really foggy, isn't it? Okay, I would say that is our cue to begin pushback. Hey Tiger. Right, GSX, where are you? Continue pushback. Nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes.
Passengers about it in, anti-collision light is on.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start exit.
Okay, let's get engine 2 into ground. Alright, N2 is at 20%. I think really what I need is one of those Elgato key lights, because at the moment I've got those like newer lights, like NEEWER. Get them on Amazon, like 2 for 30 quid or something, USB powered, and they've just got nothing in them really, to be honest. Okay, engine 1 into ground, parking brake set,
Confirmation for good engine
watching the N2. Add the fuel.
Alpine 16 Tango Romeo, contact
Cockpit to
tower
ground.
118.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Contact tower 118.7 Alpine 16 Tango Romeo, goodbye.
That looks like a good engine start to me. So let's take the power from the engines. We'll get our hydraulic systems on, probe heats on, window heat on.
Place 2831, Geneva apron, good evening. Taxi gate 1 via outer link 1.
Good.
Gate 1, we are Alpha and link 1.
Flight directors on. LNAV armed, VNAV armed, auto throttle armed. Ejected takeoff. Laps 5. How did I learn to fly the 737? It took me a while, yeah, and I feel like I'm still learning, like every day with it. I feel like there's always something. Every flight I learn a little bit more. I kind of feel like the difference between my channel and a lot of others is that I never started the channel to be like, I'm really good at flight sim and this is how you do it. I just wanted to learn and show you all how I learned. And I still kind of take that view to this day, really. I'm not afraid to mess up in front of you all. Not afraid to admit I don't know anything, and I'd encourage you all to be the same because it can be very freeing. Right. Let's get our taxi clearance. Geneva ground, Chanex 453, ready for taxi.
Chanex 453, taxi holding point 22 via inner link 4 and Alpha.
Taxi holding point 22 via inner link 4 and Alpha, Chanex 453. Okay, so second left, make a right onto Alpha and then trundle our way down. Happy days. Right, taxi lights on, let's get our turn-offs on because it's a bit foggy out there. And let's release the parking brakes. Let's make our way up to Stansted, shall we? Oh, I need to tell you, I ordered the what's it called? The Airbus Sidestick from FS Projects last night to go on the Ava base. So hopefully that'll be here in February, apparently. February. Okay, link 4 is down here. There goes easy. So long, Captain. And then we go on to Alpha. Happy days.
And Genex 453, contact tower 118.7, have a nice flight.
Tower 118.7, thank you for the service, Chanex 453.
Alpine 16 Tango Romeo, nothing further, monitor 122.8, have a safe flight, over.
Monitor Unicom 16 Tango Romeo, thank you, goodbye.
Recommend setting the ILS frequency minimums. Oh, that's a good call, actually. Yeah, that is a good call. We'll do that next time. Geneva Tower, good evening, Chanex 453, with you on Alpha taxiing to runway 22.
Chanex 453, tower continue and hold your line at critical area.
Geneva Tower, apologies, last broadcast was unreadable.
X453 radio check for tower.
5x5.
X453, hello, continue taxi, hold short ILS, critical area.
Apologies, could you repeat the hold short instruction?
X453, yeah, hold short of the ILS critical area.
Hold short of the ILS critical area, Channel X453. Now, where is that? Let's just quickly consult the charts. Typically a line before the hold short of the runway. I think I can see it.
Channel 453, wind variable 3 knots, RVR 1,100 meters, vertical visibility 200 feet, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22, Channel X453. Yeah, so I think it is just around this bend. Yeah, here. Here's where I think it was. Square and steady. Right, start the clock. Bit of positive forward yoke pressure. Let the engine stabilise. And our flex takeoff is in progress.
Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Wow, it's foggy. going through to our decel period now, so lower the nose, not decel, acceleration period I should say. When are we going to punch through this fog then? I can see some hills, that's good. Okay, flaps up. Oh, look at that.
122, definitely. Have a nice time. Bye-bye.
Unicom, thank you for the service, Channel X453. Alright, turn coming up. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Yeah. Let's go. That's a good call. Let's get the train on. Okay, cruising at 380. What's my time zone? I'm in the UK, so essentially UTC, but I've rolled the time back just so we could get some nice views on tonight's flight. Lovely. That's the stuff. See you later, Geneva. Yeah, it's proper foggy, that, wasn't it? 10,000 feet. Ah, come on. Happy days. Right, what else is on? We've got some stuff going on in France. Paris control. London control, of course, has gone offline. But we do have Stansted Tower, so it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Do I use my joystick for the tiller? No, I can't, because it doesn't have any twist axis. It's the Thrustmaster Ava base with the Warthog stick on top, and it doesn't have the twist axis, so I use my rudder pedals for all of it. However, we have ordered the I'll show you in a second. Hang on, let me get it up on the screen. I've ordered myself one of these. I can't believe how much money I spent on a stick that isn't even the base, but I think it should be pretty good. I've ordered it with the Gator as well. However, so I ordered the Captain's, but note how this is for the Warthog, whereas we got the Ava base. So I had to just order the stick on its own. So I ordered this one here on its own. Then I ordered the Gator separately, because when you go in to order the Gator, you can select an adapter for the Ava base. That's the plan. Phase 2 of the plan is to try and suspend somehow the Ava base from underneath this little bit of pokey out desk that I've got, so that then this Gator will sit flush on top. That's the plan. Aviation origami, it's so weird to see your face. It's weird to see my face as well, honestly. I don't really like it. I gotta be honest with you. I don't like that I'm doing this, but I feel like it's for the greater good. It's for the greater good. Come back on Sunday from Lake Geneva to the Netherlands. Oh, came back on Sunday, sorry. From the Netherlands. It's been foggy all week. Views are fantastic. The recreation in Microsoft Flight Sim is very accurate. That's good to hear, because you never quite know, do you? Unless you're local to an area. You never quite know. You never quite know. Yeah, it feels super weird having my face on the screen. I thought I might be used to it by now, but I'm just not. But that's okay. I will get used to it, and I will get better at it. To be honest, I used to be afraid of this thing, the microphone. When I got this microphone, I hated it. Hated talking into it. I used to get really uptight and be like, ugh, talking into a mic. Whereas now I just couldn't care less and just, I'll talk nonsense into it for hours. So hopefully the camera will become less weird. I feel like I need to tilt the camera down a bit. Hang on. That's a bit better. So yeah, I can't wait to get this stick. Yeah, can't wait to get hold of this. This is going to be super cool. Means I can finally fly proper left-handed Airbus again with what allegedly is one of the best Airbus sticks in terms of like the fit and finish. Yeah, it's it looks awesome. But my god, can't believe I spent that much money on it last night. I've been on the fence for like weeks. No, last night I was like, screw it. Let's do it. But it's not going to be here until February 2025 because they're all made to order. It looks like you have the flaps mod on the throttle, is that right? Yeah, so I 3D printed it. There's a video on the channel, Francisco, if you want to go and have a look. So I got a 3D printer and I sort of, I think I had to pay a few quid for the design. And then, yeah, printed it out. Bought a little spring off of Amazon. How long till approach? It says at the top of the screen. Oh, no, it doesn't for you, does it? It will do in a second. See the little bar where it says like Twitch TV/AirNot, then it'll change to something else. There you go. Just under an hour. How you doing, Pikachu? I'm good, thanks, mate. Well, I say I'm good. I feel like I'm getting a cold. But it's really not that bad, is it? Oh, I bought a chair as well. I'll show you the chair. Splashing the cash last night I was. You wouldn't believe the state of this chair. Now, I don't know whether this is a bad idea or a good idea, but I bought this chair. Booley's Master. I've been seeing ads for them for ages. And I don't really like the whole gamer chair thing, but I kind of saw this and I was like, you know what? That almost looks tasteful compared to some of the like bucket seat things that you see. I've always quite liked the Secret Labs. But my god, they are expensive. Who's that beeping at me now? Is that a controller? Please contact me. Oh, someone's come online. Please stop talking about your stupid chair and contact me. That's not what they said. Oh, it's Paris Control. 128 105. Ah, oh, I need to get some of those Logitech panels. Next time. I'm broke now. One two eight 105.
Ground level 370 inbound rapport.
Luxair 3767, Paris Control, bonsoir, 7 squawk 5720.
Air France 8 Super requests 5 minutes out of cockpit.
Air France 8, you're gonna leave my airspace. Sorry, you are gonna leave my airspace in the next 10 minutes, so from now you can monitor Unicom 1228. Bye bye.
122.8, bye bye, thanks for the great ATC.
You're welcome.
Score 5720, Luxair 7367.
Luxair 3767, thank you. Identified, climb flight level 370.
Climb 370, Luxair 3767.
Paris Control, on mark 664 Yankee, any speed restriction?
Well, mark 664 Yankee, no speed restriction. Yeah, confirm free speed.
Free speed, thank you, on mark 664 Yankee.
Paris Control, Chanex 453, climbing flight level 380, passing through 280.
Check 453, Paris Control, bonsoir, identified, climb flight level 320.
Climb 320, Chanex 543. Correction, 453.
Paris Control, bonsoir, Air France 379 Victor, niveau de vol 380 avec.
Air France 379 Victor, Paris Control, bonsoir, l'arrivée Tyndall 9 Echo.
Oh, cheers, Duke. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you for the $5. I will put that towards the chair / joystick fund. Thank you very much indeed.
Swiss 368, welcome back. When ready, descent flight level 1900.
Yeah, Francisco, it's the head pillow on my chair is the least of my concerns. The actual cushion that I sit on.
5 Lima Victor, leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 1228. Bye bye.
Literally sat on the board.
Thank you for the ATC and have a wonderful night. Plus 5 Lima Victor.
Thanks, you too.
How's the volume? ATC volume okay?
Air 73 Mike, Paris Control, bonsoir, identified, proceed direct, rapport.
Hold the line.
Direct rapport, runner 7 Mike,
Just putting a little blue insert into my light. What do you think? Bit more contrast?
Et Paris Control, bonsoir, du Air France 18 Yankee uniforme avec vous direct. Potier.
Air France 18 Yankee uniforme, Paris Control, bonsoir, identifié, direct Keper, l'arrivée Keper 9 Echo.
Keper pour la Keper 9 Echo, Air France Yankee uniforme.
I don't know if that's just made it all way worse. I think maybe it has. Looks really grainy. Just put that on there. Don't know. Do I do YouTube full time? No, I'm part time. I still maintain a job. A very flexible job that fits in around it, so it's very cool. One day.
There's control for FedEx 90831, climbing 5160 for 190.
FedEx 90831, Paris Control, bonsoir, climb flight level 280.
280, FedEx 90831.
En France 10 kg, bravo, vous quittez mon espace, poursuivez sur Unicom 122.8, bonne soirée. Rainer 73 Mike, cleared Vegas 9er Echo
Right,
arrival.
320, that's us, isn't it? So that's as far as we're cleared to for now. I wonder if we're going to get cleared all the way to 38.
Rainer 73
Probably
Mike,
not.
cleared Vegas 9er Echo arrival.
Probably not.
Weather 9 Echo transition, Roger,
I confirm Vegas 9er Echo transition. Correction, arrival, my bad.
arrival, sorry, not something arrival.
Very.
Yeah, there we go.
Dam 8068, contact call approach 121.155, bye-bye.
21155, stand 8068, merci, see ya.
Tiens, Air France 18, Yankee uniforme, direct Banox.
Direct Banox, Air France 5 uniforme.
I think that's going to be us. I think that's going to be us.
96 Mike Alpha at flight level 160, going direct to Lupin.
Ryanair 6 Mike Alpha, Paris Control, bonsoir, climb flight level 310, direct Lassive.
310, direct Lassive, Ryanair 6 Mike Alpha.
Air France 379 Victor, direct Tinil.
Hey, Obapino, how you doing?
Direct Tinil, 379.
Cheers, Francisco. Rob says, is there any hair under the hat? Oh, God, no, I've been bald since I was like 23. No, what it is, my headphones. I hate having my headphones on my head.
For Green Paris Control, this is Air France Moscow with
So I always wear a hat when I'm streaming.
340 inbound offers.
Air France 7 Whiskey, Paris Control, bonsoir, identified, cleared Tinil 9er Echo arrival.
Synonon Echo arrival.
Which is kind of ironic, because prior to being 23 I had about 2 foot of hair. So I kind of feel glad that I made the most of it while I could. I was a dude. Reset MCP altitude. Let's recruise ourselves at 320.
Air France 379 Victor, direct Turello.
Do us.
Direct Turello,
Yeah, 2-stage process, face then head. Yeah, head reveal at 1 million subs, how's that?
Ryanair 73 Mike, direct Désim.
direct Daytona, Runner 7 Mike.
Connor 5 1 kilo, leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 1228, bye-bye.
Quite busy tonight, isn't it? Is there anything on at London yet, though?
Runner 7 can you right the direct into London? Thank you, Runner 7.
You're welcome. Air France 23 Hotel Charlie, contact Swiss Raider 133.050, bye-bye.
33050, thank you, bye, Air France 23 Hotel Charlie.
Still tower. Still got tower. It's quite quiet tonight in the UK, you know. What have we got? Scottish Control West. Edinburgh
Ryder
Ground.
3 Mike, descend flight level 150. Ryder 2 Bravo Whiskey, leaving my airspace, Motor Unicom 1228, bye bye.
Unicom, bye bye, 152, thanks for the ATG.
Welcome.
Gatwick
Ryder
Ground,
Mark
Gatwick
66
Tower.
for Yankee, contact the call approach 121.155, bye bye.
Nothing at
Good
Heathrow.
approach, 121.155, all mark, 66 for Yankee, merci à bon flight.
That's right. KT 008, contact the call approach 121.155, bye bye.
Good approach, 121.155.
Do I do lives on TikTok? I tried it.
That's right.
But it ate up too much of my CPU usage.
6 Mike Alpha, continue to go to Cockpit for 2 minutes.
Ryder 6 Mike Alpha, approved, report back.
We'll go.
Which I thought was weird because I told it to encode
368,
with...
contact Swiss Radar 133.050, bye bye.
133.
Yeah, I told it to encode using another NVENC encoder. But it still was using like over 50% of my CPU. I was just like Bill Bailey. Wicked.
EG711 request descent.
Yeah, I should try that.
711, you are shortly leaving my airspace, Motor Unicom 1228, bye bye.
228 for EG711. Right.
Air control, Canon 1412.
Get a 1412
Yeah, I started getting like really irritated skin on my head
climb flight
when I
level
first got back into
240.
gaming. And I was
Yeah,
getting
Canon
crazy,
doing
like, what the hell is it?
level
Because of course I hadn't
240,
gamed in
Canon
like years.
We
And all of a
climb
sudden I'm
4
wearing a
kilo
headset.
Yankee, leaving my airspace, Motor
And
Unicom
it suddenly dawned on me,
1228,
it's
bye
like,
bye.
it's the flipping headphone strap.
128 for Ocean 4 Kilo Yankee, au revoir.
I tried different headphones, different materials. And it was the hat that solved it. The plight of the bold male.
La France 379 Victor,
Oh,
descend
look
à
at
niveau
that, it's pretty cool.
150.
Yeah, I'd
La
like
France
to do
7
lives on
Whiskey,
TikTok,
descend flight level 280.
but I kind of feel like until I get Stream Key, then you forget it, because I'm not running that
La
app.
France 32 Eco Papa, contactez de Gaulle approche 121 155, bonne arrivée.
41 155, 132 Eco Papa, bonne soirée.
Swiss. Correction, Easy 906 Whiskey November, descend flight level 1900.
190, Easy 96 Whiskey November.
Air France 18 Yankee uniforme pour la descente.
France 18 Yankee uniforme, descendez niveau 110.
Sorry, Cam. Sorry.
FedEx Q1 contact Swiss Radar on 133.050, bye bye.
Swiss Later 133.
Well, that's me for a minute.
Thank you, goodbye. Good night, select one.
Service control, runway 37 Echo Kilo, request 5 minutes out of the cockpit, please.
Ryder 37 Echo Kilo, you are shortly leaving my airspace, Motor Unicom 1228, bye bye.
Unicom 128, thanks for the taxi service, bye bye, Pushback.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're also landing at
Alexander
runway 22 at Stansted.
831, you are also shortly leaving my
However,
airspace, Motor Unicom 1228,
Course is
bye bye.
slightly different.
1228, FedEx 9831, ship.
Listen to 452, Sierra Flight level 380 heading to 48.
This is a 45 Kilo Sierra Paris Control, bonsoir, cleared Vedus 9er, Echo arrival.
Cleared Vedus 9 Echo arrival.
Get the barrows in
Back
for
in Cook,
Stansted, so 548 is our
53 Mike
decision
Papa,
point.
welcome back. And you are cleared Airbus 8 Kilo arrival.
Airport 8Q, easy, 15 microphone.
Paris Control, bonsoir, beauty tour for Victor climbing flight level 350, passing flight level 2906.
Petit 2, Alpha Victor, Paris Control, bonsoir, direct to TSAC, climb flight level 350.
Direct TSAC, climb flight level 350, beauty tour for Victor.
Okay.
Easy 906 Whiskey November, contact Swiss Raider 133.050. Bye.
1026.
133.050, easy 96 Whiskey November. Au revoir.
That'll do.
Lufthansa 45 Kilo Sierra, descent flight level 150.
Descent flight level 150.
Speaking of hats and so on, I've got some samples arriving tomorrow.
Ryanair 6 Mike Alpha is back.
Ryanair 6 Mike Alpha, welcome back.
Yeah, got samples arriving of my merch,
How fast do you want me to descend?
which hopefully will be going on sale
That's
this side of
45 Kilo
Christmas.
Sierra, confirm you are cleared to descent level 150.
So tomorrow I've got a mug turning up, a coffee mug. I've also got an air knot hat, so basically like a baseball cap thing with like air knot written across. Got a hoodie, got a t-shirt. So I've ordered samples of the lot because I wanted to make sure that it looks all right. Because it's one of those services where it's like, obviously it's not me making the stuff. It's what they call Foursquare. I think that's what they're called. So that I give them my logo and then they can print it on certain products. Or embroider it. I thought I'd go for an embroidered hoodie with the logo and an embroidered t-shirt and an embroidered hat because I figured it might be slightly harder wearing than print. So yeah, we've got the coffee mug arriving tomorrow because I want to check the print quality's right and that I didn't naff up and kind of, you know, upload a really rubbish logo and the quality looks bad. Hat, hoodie and t-shirt will be here hopefully by the time the week is out. Once it arrives, once I'm happy with it, if it meets with my approval, we'll put it on sale.
Okay, then 1412, you are going to be leaving
But
my
make sure you order the right sizes because they will not refund you for the wrong size. It's like a bespoke item, it's customised, they can't take it back, it's no good to them, sort of thing. So be very, very careful. Make sure you order the right size. Just get hot in with the aircon on.
Ryanair 73 Mike, say indicated airspeed.
Big time now, Mark. You know, got a face cam and
Ryanair
everything.
73 Mike, say indicated airspeed.
Are you even a flight simmer if you don't have your own merch? That's the question right there.
Actually, you should say your indicated airspeed. It's the speed you have on your PFD, so the IAS. Ryanair 73 Mach for sequencing, maintain 280 knots or greater.
Alright, when is my top of descent?
Paris, bonsoir, 652, on monte unité 90, pour la cible, on serait pas loin du 320 initialement.
Yeah, that's it, Paul, should be cool.
652, Paris Control, bonsoir, identifié, direct DFT, alors par contre j'aurais besoin d'un niveau pair.
Cheers, Ant.
Oui, je confirme, alors on prend direct DFT et on serait pas loin du 320 initialement.
I can't wait till we get through this airspace so we can have some peace and quiet and actually chat to each other.
Pardon, j'ai dit pair, je confirme qu'il faut un niveau impair, pardon, pour vous proposer, pardon, le 310 ou le 330.
Ah, ok, autant pour nous alors. On prend le 310, ça nous va, 652
152, bien pas de soucis, montez niveau 310.
310 direct DFT.
Yeah, I know some people find the
028
whole
Papa Charlie, leaving
concept
airspace, Rider
of
Unica,
donating to a live stream like a really weird thing to do, and I do get that. I do understand it, because I remember when I first kind of got introduced to it, I was like, why are people donating? That's like a really weird thing to do. But I kind of feel like the merch is a way that people can support the channel. Because let's be
Air France
honest,
7 Whiskey, descent
there's
flight
a
level
much cheaper way to buy a
140,
coffee mug. You can just like
250 knots.
go down to Tesco and buy one for like £1 instead of spending a lot more on one of mine. But it's a way that you can support the channel, get yourself an overpriced item, but at least you get something for it. Because yeah, if you want a t-shirt, if you want a hoodie, there are much cheaper ways of going about it, I can assure you.
Air France 379 Victor, prenez un taux à 1000 pieds minutes, je vous rappelle.
Prefer the vertical stream. No, each to their own.
Ryanair 73 Mike, contact de Gaulle approach 121.155, bye bye. Okay, good night.
Paris Control, Super 8131, radio check.
Super 8131, Paris Control, bonsoir, Red BT5.
Thank you. 5 also. And are you covering Orly, Seabird 8131?
Nope, but de Gaulle approach does, so contact de Gaulle approach 121.155 and see you later.
121.155, thanks, see ya.
What a helpful controller.
Control,
I like this guy.
EGSS 23 Golf Romeo, flight level 270, coming 350.
Air France. My bad, Easy 23 Golf Romeo, Paris Control, bonsoir, identified, climb flight level 350.
And that's flight level 350, easy 23 Golf Romeo.
Bonsoir, Air France 870, passing flight level 160, climbing for flight level 190.
Et le call back. Back, Air France 7 Whiskey for sequencing, turn right heading 360.
Roger 360, Air France 7 Whiskey.
Air France 870, Paris Control,
So
bonsoir,
that's
climb
Orly
flight
over
level
there.
310.
And then that's Charles de Gaulle down there, I think.
Flight level 310, Air France 870.
Keppel, if I were you, I would take advantage of the fact that 2024 is going to have a much
9
heavier
Bravo Golf, descent flight level
emphasis
900.
on
Correction,
learning
190.
and missions and almost like a gamified approach. So I would lean into that because the game hopefully will do a much better job of teaching you than prior versions did.
Air France 379 Victor, reprenez un taux normal.
On launch day, we will be streaming the career mode, literally from like level 1, and then we will just work our way up and hopefully get to
Air France 7 Whiskey,
flying
resume
jets
direct
and so
to
on and so
Renault.
forth.
Is it direct to Renault, Air France 7 Whiskey?
Did I see the A380 leak? I saw someone like on TikTok called like Craig or something flying it. Or flying an A380, but I didn't know if it was the A380, if that makes sense.
Lufthansa 45 Kilo Sierra, contact de Gaulle approach 121.155, bye-bye.
Where am I on Batsim radar? I am
Welcome, sir.
just northeast of
Swiss
Charles de
9
Gaulle.
Bravo Golf, contact Swiss Radar 133.050, bye-bye.
Radar 133, Sylvain 069, Bravo Golf.
Air France 379 Victor, vitesse libre, et je confirme toujours le taux normal, contactez de Gaulle approche 121 155, désolé pour la descente tardive, et bonne fin de soirée.
Merci beaucoup pour cette ouverture, bonne soirée à vous.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that 2020 got wrong, is that there wasn't enough instruction. It was a little bit like once you've flown over your house, once you've done a couple of landings, it was a bit like, what do I do? There was no obvious way to learn, so hopefully 2024 will right a lot of those wrongs. Hopefully. Hey, Thomas. Make it more accessible, because I had a really hard time learning. Like, I hadn't flown the sim in years before 2020 came out, and I got super into it, but I really struggled with the like A32NX. I remember all of a sudden having to learn what a cold and dark was and how to do it. It took ages.
Ah, yeah, sorry about that. C'est bon pour ça.
La France 18, Yankee uniforme, contact de Gaulle approche, 121, décimal 155, bonne soirée.
De Gaulle approche, 121, 155, Air France Yankee uniforme, bonne soirée, au revoir.
Air France 7, Whiskey, resume normal speed, contact de Gaulle approach, 121, decimal 155, bye bye.
Signal speed, to go approach 121, 155, Air France, Whiskey.
Guy joked about it on a supposed apology video. I've not seen that. No, I'm a bit out of the loop then in that case.
Control, this is Diva 331 on the Opal 5 kilo departure, flight level 170, climbing flight level 190.
Diva 331, Paris control, bonsoir, climb flight level 240.
Stansted Tower is still online, that's good. I've only been online for 50 minutes, so hopefully that means they might be on for a bit longer. Enough to get us in. Weirdly quiet though tonight on VATSIM in the UK. Alright Lucas, what are my thoughts on the leak of the fly-by-wire over the weekend? Just been banned from a stream asking why someone is playing it.
Mike Papa, when ready, descend level 150.
I didn't see the leak, I saw the announcement video. I'm unaware that it's been leaked. I've not really been following the gossip, to be honest. Started Flight Sim when X-Plane 11 started. I mean, I started as a kid on Flight Sim 2000, but like, I was playing it as a kid. I was like, not literally just ramming the throttles forward, taking off, doing a loop, attempting somehow to land, you know. But I do think that's what started the interest, and it kind of lied dormant until now. Some people have started to stream it. I saw someone on TikTok streaming it. Streaming an A380, whether it was the A380, I don't know.
Monitoring Unicom, thank you by Air France 870.
Still, we'll fly it when it's good and ready.
Air France 652, est-ce qu'on peut quitter la fréquence 5 minutes, on sera de retour avant Delhi.
652, pas de soucis, rappelez au retour.
On rappelle de retour 652.
Looking forward to it.
Ryanair 6 Mike Alpha is leaving your airspace.
6 Mike Alpha, so I confirm you are still in airspace until R0, and I will transfer to Swiss Radar. My airspace on VATSMI is not 100% correct. I will just send you a website when you can see, all the coverage by the layer.
Let's have a bit of daylight, shall we?
Roger, okay, same with you, then just Mike Alpha.
Yeah, it's massively disrespectful to do that. Like, it's their project. Let them launch it on their terms. I mean, honestly, I was really disappointed. I was watching the live stream of their, what do they call it, like, out of the hangar? The one that they did on Saturday. And honestly, the brain-dead rubbish that was in that chat from so many people, it was almost like, this is why we don't have nice things, you know? Like, what on earth was wrong with them? Like, they were talking to the devs of Fly-by-Wire as if they somehow owe us something. They don't owe us anything. They could stop work on the project tomorrow, walk away, enjoy the rest of their lives, get all of their free time back, and they'd be totally entitled to do that. So the fact that we get anything at all is amazing, and yet all people can do is moan and moan and moan and feel entitled.
Alpine 37 Bravo Kilo with you. Flight level is
what the hell is wrong with people?
360 approaching the Bodie.
Alpine 37 Bravo Kilo, Paris Control, bonsoir, identified, proceed direct Kezax.
Direct Kezax for Alpine 37 Bravo Kilo.
If it was payware and people had pre-purchased and then they got strung along for months, being like, it's coming out now but it doesn't, it's coming out now but it doesn't, you could understand people being angry. But for a freeware open source project, just shut up.
Bonsoir, Air France 9422, nous sommes remontés au niveau unité 90.
Air France 9422, Paris Contrôle, bonsoir, direct Eric Su, montée niveau 290.
It's the very first time that I've kind of almost felt ashamed of the flight sim community seeing that. It's like, you've got to do better than that as a community.
Radar 6 Mike Alpha, contact Swiss
Hopefully
Radar
it's a vocal minority.
133.050, bye-bye.
But yeah, what a shame.
123.050, thank you, bye-bye, have a good night. Welcome, good night.
So I do think in general, like, our little corner of YouTube is quite, quite nice. Everyone's generally facing in the same direction, being respectful,
Air France 996, Paris Contrôle,
supporting one another.
Transpondeur 1000, montée niveau 350.
Now, compare and contrast to my tech channel, if I say anything bad about AMD or Nvidia, they all pile on and it's just like, oh, God, here we go. But I don't really care.
Q Alpha Victor, living airspace, monitor Unicom 128, bye-bye.
But there's a definite difference between the two.
Vector 3767, living airspace, monitor Unicom 128, bye-bye.
Yeah, this is how we roll, man. Probably this one, Duke, to be quite honest.
Paris Control, Air France 99 Tango Alpha. With you for level 150 for level 190, hello.
Air France 99 Tango Alpha, Paris Control, bonsoir, direct Didac, climb flight level 370.
Yeah, sorry Dazzy, you're not allowed that opinion.
Okay, we'll proceed direct to Didac and continue climb flight level 370 Air France 999 Tango Alpha Alpha.
Oh, welcome back, Weiser.
Air France 99 Tango Alpha, sorry, correction, climb flight level 270, my bad.
270, thank you.
Lucas, if I were you, I would enable developer mode,
Paris Control, bonjour.
Then come down to the debug menu, go to display FPS,
KLM 316 Paris
and it will
Control,
tell you
bonsoir, climb flight level
what
350.
component you're limited by. If it says limited by GPU,
KLM 316.
then perhaps a GPU upgrade will help you. If it says limited by main thread, a new GPU isn't going to do a thing for you. Because right now I'm at 42, 43. My CPU can't go any faster than that. And my GPU is currently sat at 45.
Good evening, Ryanair 57 Alpha Mike.
43, 45% usage. So because of my CPU being the bottleneck, my GPU is sat barely putting in half a shift.
And when ready, descend level 120.
Whoa, why is that? For the 9.99, thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate that. I'll put it towards my new chair fund, which I've already bought, but I'll sort of use it to put back that money. There's also an... Oh, there you go, Daz has just said it. There's also an argument that 2024 could change things. I was talking to a streamer the other day on Twitch. He had the same CPU as me, and basically we were saying we're both holding off upgrading to a new CPU because at the moment it feels like we're very CPU limited. But actually 2024 could unleash our CPUs, therefore making a new upgrade unnecessary.
Clear Velar 1 Bravo arrival, Ryanair 57 Alpha Mike.
Shalex 453, living airspace, monitor Unicom 1228, bye-bye. 5331, leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 1228, bye-bye.
Sorry, contact Unicom 122.821.
See.
Il 53 Mike Papa, contact Swiss Radar 133.050, bye-bye.
13050,
Ah, Unicom. Brilliant. Now we're not far from top of descent either. Nothing on in terms of control over London, so it's going to be Unicom all the way till Tower at Stansted. Oh, Dazza, you got a really nice system there. Damn. Francisco, I used to work as a software developer. Then I took some time away to be around for kids and family while they were little. And then this kind of thing started, kind of when it was time to go back. And so rather than go back to being a dev, I thought I'd give this a bit of a crack. And that's the goal, really, is to go full-time with this eventually. I appreciate it's going to be a long road, and it's not going to happen overnight, but I'm going to keep chipping away at it. That's like my number one kind of priority, is to keep working on the channel, improve it in any way I can. And in between that, I work a very unimpressive job that kind of fits in around it. I probably shouldn't say what it is, or who it is, where it is. It's nothing fancy, but it literally fills in the little gaps very, very nicely. And it's kind of a safety net, because if YouTube kind of goes pear-shaped one month and, you know, the money isn't there, then, well, the job can kind of, you know, be the backup. That's the plan. Alright, Echo Hotel. No, Daz, or I won't say a thing. Your secret's safe here. Oh, you're more than welcome to have at it in the chat. You're looking at one of the Core 285 CPUs, something like that. Is it Core Ultra? How long until top of drop? Not very long at all, like 9 miles. Not long. Should we be lazy? Should we just put in 250 or 2,500 up here? Just let the plane do it all. Just be proper lazy. I'm looking forward to checking out Stansted from iniBuilds. It's proper cool, they got in touch today. Alright, Brian. Wise Hat, you're confusing me, moving streams all the time. Thinking of upgrading my i7 12th gen to maybe an i7 or i9 13th or 14th gen. Wise Hat, don't do it. Don't do it. Are you aware of the degradation issues with those? I mean, if you're going to do it, make sure you buy brand new and make sure you upgrade your motherboard's BIOS from day one, because there's a new BIOS update now that alleges that they fixed the issue that was causing the CPUs to degrade. But yeah, the 13th and 14th gen, particularly the i7s, the i9s in particular, they've been degrading, as in they've been, I think, overvolted by the BIOS or something. So basically they've been slowly destroying themselves to the point where you get random crash to desktops. I think A330 Driver the other day put out a community post on YouTube saying, has anyone had issues with the 14900K? And everyone's like, the degradation, because I don't think he knew. So you can RMA the chip if you have the issue, and I think Intel will sort you out of a new one. But as soon as you get a new one, or just buy a new one, make sure you update your BIOS, and then you'll probably maybe be okay. But don't know. I couldn't in good conscience buy one. Not after that. Not when there's such compelling options from AMD with the X3Ds, particularly with the SIM as well, because like the SIM just eats up that 3D cache. But yeah, that degradation, that gives me the heebie-jeebies. It really does. Welcome back, Jimbo. Not only that, you know, once a new sim is out, it may be that the general advice on what the best CPU is changes. Because right now, it's for the sim at least, I kind of feel like the go-to advice is get yourself an X3D chip. But that may be very different. Raid, we're flying to Stansted. It's all fun and games, Dazza, until you sell one to a complete idiot. And then it's all your fault, constantly. Ask me how I know. There's one guy I follow on YouTube. He used to do a bit of that, and I think he ended up just refunding the guy the entire money just because he just didn't want to have to deal with him ever again. He just came to the conclusion that you're just too stupid to operate a PC. It was wrong of me to sell one to you. Here's all of your money back. Please go away. Hey Thomas, how's it going, mate? Right, let's get some charts up here. So we need to be at flight level... Oh, jeez Louise, I thought we were going to crash then. Whew. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Let's load in the winds. Yeah, Grant, you're probably fine on a 11th gen. 11th and 12th are fine. Apparently 13th and 14th is where the issues are. Or were. But I dread to think how many people... Like, obviously, I'm kind of a nerd. I keep my finger on the pulse with this stuff. How many people out there don't know or don't care that are just going to ruin their CPUs without knowing about it? That's bad. But yeah, my confidence is rattled with Intel, put it that way. My sim seems a little bit on the stuttery side at the moment, doesn't it? Brian, this is the iniBuilds version of Stansted. So we've landed at the World Update version a few times now. And I've been in touch with iniBuilds today, and they said we'd like to offer you a bit of scenery for the channel, which is super, super cool of them. So thanks to iniBuilds for that. So we're going to give the iniBuilds version a go tonight. Pretty much an AMD man at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care. I've got no brand loyalty whatsoever. Just literally whatever comes out ahead, I'll buy. And if the price is right. I hate being ripped off. I feel like so much of my happiness with any purchase I make is based on the feeling of, did I get a deal? And if I feel like I got a deal, I'm quite happy. So the overall value proposition rather than raw performance, I guess. If you're looking for a £250 CPU, which one's best at 250? Yeah, the X3D chips are very, very good. Very, very capable. They run a little bit hot, but as long as you cool them properly. You could always undervolt them as well. There you go, Wise Hats living the dream. Never say no to a cheap sandwich. I love AMD CPUs, I'm not so enamoured with their GPUs. I think the whole chiplet thing they went for with RDNA 3 probably didn't pan out. Which is why they're now saying for RDNA 4 they're not going to do the super, super high-end like 5090 level stuff. They're going to compete in the mid-range. It's like, well, the only reason you're doing that is because you probably can't compete at the top end, so... Yeah, I think it's quite clear something's gone a bit awry there. Yeah, that's right, there is an Intel GPU. There's the Arc series. Personally, I wouldn't. Even if the chip's raw performance is good, I would say probably drivers are going to be the thing that get in your way. Like if you try to run a game from a little while ago, if it's not a current gen AAA game, you might struggle. That's where Nvidia really kind of cleans up, because they've got such a comprehensive driver suite. I'm sure I heard somewhere that they've got more people on their driver team than AMD have on their entire graphics division. It feels like you can run any old game from pretty much any time, and you're going to get a good result on Nvidia. Yeah, Duke, I would make sure you're on the latest BIOS ASAP, because the latest BIOS includes a new microcode for the CPU. And if you're noticing any weirdness, look at RMA in your chip with Intel, because I think they've done an extended we'll take it back policy in light of everything that's gone on. How true that is about Nvidia having more in their drivers than AMD, I don't know, but that's what I heard. And it kind of sounded believable, to be honest with you. But the money they're making at the moment with AI is just wild. To the point now where gaming really is a drop in the bucket for them, isn't it? Yeah, research it, Duke. There's loads of it. There's loads of it on Google and YouTube. Is that Twickers down there? Twickenham? I don't know. My sim is not feeling great right now. Yeah. 30 FPS over London. See, this is what I'm saying, Duke. Like, it's not your fault you didn't know. Like, why should you have to know that? You know? So, how many others are out there that also don't know? It's not good. Synchronizer heading bug. Let's do a flaps 30, so 148 plus 5, 153. Cheers, Wisat. I haven't actually, I've got no idea how many people are watching. I don't really look anymore. I used to have it like on my laptop, sort of like over there. And I could see it in real time, but it's just unhealthy because you just start looking at it, and if it went down, you'd be like, oh, why has it gone down? And if it goes down, you'd be like, oh my god, it's gone up. You'll start freaking out that it's going up, and you feel the need to be more entertaining. So I figured it's best just not to look. How's it going, Jan? Nice to see you again, Jan. We're getting there slowly though, Wise Hat. Take over the world with air not. QNH at Stansted is 1026 still, that's good. Transition level is 070, that's correct. Cheers, Dazza. See you soon, mate. Information Golf on board. Decel point coming up. That will get us down to 250 knots, hopefully for 10,000 feet. There it goes. Still on profile, so I don't think any speed brakes are required. .110.5. It's tuned by default in the PMDG, and that's handy because that is the ILS frequency for Stansted. Did you make it down okay, Badger? I guess you must be there by now. If you're still there. See you later, Jan. Look at that, perfect. Coming up on 10,000. Just coming up on 250 knots. Right, let's go. Lights on, engines continuous. Auto brakes 3. Got another detail point coming up because we need to be at 220 knots by Barkway. I mean, I guess we could do a shortcut to... Stansted traffic, Chanex 453 on the Banba 1 Lima, arrival for runway 22, 5 miles outbound of Barkway. Into the soup we go. Okay, 220 knots is good. I'm going to see if the plane can do it itself. I feel like it should be able to. But yeah, let's see if it can do it. With the speed, I mean, rather than doing the speed intervene. Okay, coming up on Buster. Oh, I don't believe it. Tower's just gone offline at Stansted. Of course they have. Of course they have. No, Baker, I'm not. Just a Muppet on YouTube. I believe Stansted's literally just gone offline. That's quite funny, actually. Still, just like the fly-by-wire argument, they're volunteers. We can't expect anything. We'll just be grateful for what we get. Cheers, Kodak. Thanks for the sub, Michael. The fly-by-wire might be a mess on release. Oh, there's going to be stuff wrong with it. Of course there is, like, software. I used to work in software, it's really complex. So, and I know that stuff goes wrong constantly. And it's not released as in it's being released and they're saying it's finished. They're saying it's like a preview in a alpha-like state, isn't it? Like, so therefore, again, we need to keep our expectations in check. Yeah, I'll be flying it. I think our first flight will be Toulouse back to Gatwick. We'll sort of say that's our little delivery flight. And then we'll send it to the paint shop. At which point I'll try and figure out how to make a livery for it. And then we can start doing some air not flights in it, and it will be part of the fleet on the Virtual Airline on New Sky. If any of you want to join on New Sky, by the way, you're more than welcome. Get yourself an account on New Sky. You'll need to do a flight for the New Sky Academy first, basically to prove that you know what you're doing. And then you can start flying for us. The liveries will come out super quick. Yeah, it's just I do my own custom livery for the airline that we have. Got it for the 7.3, the Phoenix, the A300, the ATR, the fly-by-wire, the 777. And every time I do one, I despise it. It's really not a process that I enjoy at all. The PC often gets close to being thrown out of the shed. It's just one of those really tedious, laborious kind of things. I'm sure if you know what you're doing, it's not so bad, but... What do we reckon? Should we have a little bit of daylight? Oh, yeah, that's a bit more like it, isn't it? That's the stuff. Right. Let's lose the tunes. It's time to concentrate. Time to land. Stansted traffic, Chan X453, flying right hand base for runway 22. Stansted traffic. Okay, there we go. Let's get gear down. How's it going, Ethan? Okay, 153 is our final approach speed. Little bit of a wind. Stansted traffic, Chan X453 on a 5 mile final for runway 22, Stansted traffic. A little bit on the high side, see if we can recover that. Crank the volume up a little bit. Alright, let's check out iniBuilds Stansted, shall we? It's looking good from here. Two reds, two whites on the pappies.
Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, that was almost a planter, wasn't it? Yikes. $460 feet per minute. Crikey. They felt that one. They definitely felt that one. Oof. That was not our finest, was it? Yeah. We have arrived. Yeah, it felt like the nose sort of dipped away from me then. I don't know whether I had it trimmed wrong or what, but it felt fine until like the last 80 feet. That was a bit of a rescue, that, on the quiet. Stansted traffic, Channex 453 vacated, runway 22. Yikes. Still, we're down. That's the main thing. Alright, where are we going to go? Well, the good news is there's no trenches, which is what we experienced with the World Update version of Stansted. So there is that. God, that was a hell of a landing though, wasn't it? That was not good. That was spicy. Valero, thank you for the 19.99. I'm not sure I would have donated for that landing, but I do appreciate it nevertheless. Nice landing, looks a tad slippery. It was the last... Yeah. It's like I could feel the nose all of a sudden dip away, almost like the trim had gone a bit weird. I don't think it had gone weird, but that's how it felt. That's why I sort of had to quickly sort of pull back. But yeah, thank you very much for that donation. That's an incredibly generous donation. I really do appreciate that. It makes such a difference to the channel, to the streams, to the whole economic viability of this whole thing. So I really do appreciate everyone that's donated tonight. And if you can't afford to donate, or donate it's not your thing, really, it's fine. I don't judge. I totally understand. But the like button is free. So just remember that. That is a really great way that you can support. Oh man, yeah, that was a weird landing. Been a little bit annoyed at myself, if I'm honest. You know what this calls for? We're going to have to disconnect from VATSIM and redo it on FSI panel. The rules. Stansted traffic, Channex 453, taxiing to Stans via Hotel and Alpha. Stansted traffic. Okay, there's Papa. Decent signage, I'm appreciating that. Definitely appreciating that. God, I'm kicking myself over that landing now.
And Stansted traffic, Ryanair 53 Foxtrot Bravo. We're going to do a little 360 loop to return back, send down 2,500 feet to the Charlie Foxtrot 226, what first 6 of the ILS approach, runway 22, Stansted.
Beautiful. Let's take Alpha East. And we'll go for... Let's go for stand 1-4. Love the eye tracker for this. Lovely. Right, taxi lights off. Take power from the APU. Now let's see how much of a fine New Sky gave us for that landing.
It's the traffic. Very good evening to you, FedEx 34 push.
Yeah, average.
214.
Average touchdown. According to New Sky. Average touchdown. Yeah, it was that, wasn't it? That's alright. That's fine. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to do one more landing. I'll tell you what we should do, actually. We should check out the airport. And then we'll think about maybe loading up FSI panel so I can go to bed not feeling so terrible about the landing. Alright. Now you're going to have to forgive my camera work skills here with the controller. So I'm guessing we can go inside with iniBuilds, because if you did this on the World Update one, you go through the window and then it sort of teleport you to the roof. Let's just slow down my camera a bit. Let's check it out. Alright. Yeah, so we've got fully modelled interiors by the look of it. That's cool. Like I say, I used to like get a bit weird about the interiors, being like, why would they bother? It seems like such a waste. But when you come out here and you can sort of see inside, particularly at night, as you're taxiing to a gate, that looks much more realistic, doesn't it, rather than having just like a texture as the window. Yeah, that's cool. Too bad about my landing though. That's what I'm worried about, my landing. Never mind how good iniBuilds have done with the job as Stansted. It's like, oh, that landing. Tank, yeah, I've got the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing yoke, and I adore it. It's lovely. Hey, there's a train. It's 2 trains. Love me a good train. Cheers, Badger. Hope your landing was better than mine, mate.
That's it, traffic, Ryanair 53 Foxtrot Bravo. On final, runway 22 fully established. That's it.
So we're going to see the train reappear in a minute. I hope so. There is links to this in the description if you're interested in having a look. I don't make any money from it. iniBuilds haven't told me to share anything or do anything. They were just like, have some scenery for your flights and your streams, which I really appreciate. Been very, very cool about the whole thing, which is awesome. And I'm now just realising that for the landing, I never actually enabled yoke cam, did I? Ah, there's the train. That's pretty cool. So what What else have we got in here then? I think Stansted was the first airport I ever flew out of with Ryanair to Ireland. I remember as we took off being like, oh my god, because obviously I'd never flown before, that feeling you get when you take off.
Stansted traffic, hello again, FedEx 34 taxiing to runway 22. Hold point Romeo 1, Stansted traffic.
They've done a lovely job, haven't they, with the interior? Not that we'll get to see the interior much, but again, it's like... I think car parks are a big one for me. I find if you see a car park on short final and it looks janky...
That's the traffic right now, 53 Foxtrot Bravo is short final
Definitely
runway.
done a good job of that. What's that there? That's got to be a hotel, right? Is the college modelled next to 04 threshold? Let's go and have a look. I will speed up my camera. This will take us all day to get there else. Right, I might need some directions. I'm quite impressed they actually have modelled a college. What's this here? Aha, Ryanair. Cool. That's a nice touch, the little hangar there, isn't it? What about this? Diamond hangar. Okay, so we're at the right end of the airport. What's over there? Executive. This is where all the money is it? Harrods Aviation. Dang. Someone just landed. Right then, where's this college? Is that it? Or is that the college? I don't know what the college is. Does anyone know where the college is? Where should I go? Left or right? Little building to the left of the runway. It's got to be this then, right? Is this it? Surely not this.
And the traffic, FedEx 34, line up and wait, runway 22.
Got to be that one there, right? The silver building.
The traffic, FedEx 34, taking off runway 22, departure to the
Not that.
Clacton 9, Romeo.
Stansted traffic, Ryanair 53 Foxtrot Bravo, clear of the after runway, tech vector in.
Oh, there it is. Found it. There's the college. Brilliant. Yeah, so I mean, it's quite obvious, isn't it? Like the World Update Stansted is great for a freebie, and we said that all along. I know some people said to me when I was flying there, why not get the iniBuilds version? And yeah, it's good for a freebie, but obviously I think iniBuilds has taken it a level further. That's for sure. Must be tricky actually for like Microsoft and Asobo like to come out of World Update airports that don't tread on third parties' toes, because must be a difficult line to walk that. The car park's nicely modelled as well. Cars on top. But yeah, that main terminal's looking really cool, isn't it? What's in here? Is this... That'd be the train. Nice. Yeah, I think it's done a cracking job with this. This is definitely an upgrade over the World Update version. So if you are wondering Is it better than the World Update version? Yeah, it is. But if the iniBuilds one's out of budget, then you've got an option for free. So it's like Stansted is in a really good place right now in the sim.
Have a good flight to that 777 engine. I'll see you.
Thanks. Catch you next time.
You too.
Yeah, really good place at the moment, I'd say, Stansted. Got a lot of good options, that's for sure. Really good. Right, let's fire up FSI panel. Let's disconnect from VATSIM. See if we can get one decent landing into 2-2 under our belt, because I feel like that one went a bit awry. Right, EGSS. Runway 22, short final. I'm going to need to jump back in the cockpit real quick. Let's load a state of approach. Let's move the aircraft. Alright, we'll give it one more go before I go in. What's my favourite graphics in the sim? What do you mean by graphics in the sim exactly? Right then, here we go. Like airport in the UK. Oh, well, I'll answer you when we're on the ground.
Positive rate climb.
Okay, flight directors are not being helpful, so let's lose them. Bring the aircraft down a touch. Oh, we're going high here, aren't we? Why am I making such a mess? Floater, wasn't it? Not happy with that either. Oh, Aldi. If only money could guarantee smooth landings, eh? I appreciate the 10 euros, oh my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hydraulics? What's wrong with my hydraulics? We got a fault. Bet we have failures. Weird. Let's try that again. Try it one more time. Yeah, that's right, Evan. Yeah, it's great. It's great. There's a link in the description if you want to learn more. iniBuilds got in touch today and offered me this to have for the streams and things like that, which is really cool of them, and they haven't told me to do anything or say anything in particular. They've been really, really cool about the whole thing, but I thought I'd put a link in the video in the stream description if anyone's interested. You can learn a bit more.
1000, glide slow. Glide slow. Glide
Alright,
slow.
hold the brakes.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
Captain Sim 767 when? Probably never. If I'm being completely honest with you. Good old FSI panel. Allowing us to right our wrongs. That'll be the low fuel warnings, I think, from the master caution there. That's okay, we're only mucking around on FSI panel. We're fine. We're fine. Come on, down you go. Down you go.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, no thank you. What is going on? I can't fly for toffee tonight. Is it the 737 update that's making it feel different? Don't know. It's certainly not the scenery. Nothing wrong with the scenery. That's right, Delta. Yeah, we're spoilt for choice at the moment. We really are. Right, let's put a bit of fuel in the tanks. That might help. Total kilos, let's go for 2,000. Should be alright. Yeah, it can be confusing, Evan, coming from the Airbus. It took me ages to figure it out. Oh no, I thought my Sims crashed then. Basically, LNAV controls which direction you go, VNAV controls how up and down you go, and CMD is autopilot on. Put in your frequencies for the ILS in here. Put in the course of the runway in there. Press the approach mode. Don't know what I just pressed then.
Positive rate of climb.
There you go, approach mode. Right, let's get a good landing this time, shall we? let's go. Better. That's better. Little lump in the runway there, isn't there? Just catch your back wheels on it and then you're down. That was a bit more like it. One more for luck. Let's do one more for luck, then I'll go in. It's a landing report. Just within limits? Nah, it's alright. Yeah, we're so spoilt for Stansted, aren't we? World update. And you got iniBuilds. If you want to go all out. I think it's fair to say iniBuilds is the better experience. We kind of knew that, didn't we? We kind of said that when we were looking at the World Update one. Delta, I'm pretty much running at 4K Ultra with a couple of tiny tweaks, but nothing much. I've got a video on the channel all about it, and I run NVIDIA frame generation with TAA, the anti-aliasing. So I don't use DLSS because I find it gives the gives it a bit of a blurry look, particularly the screens.
Glide slope.
Right, let's end on a high, shall we?
Glide slope.
Yes, I know glide slope, but FSI panel started as below the glide slope. So there's nothing I can do about it. Oxley, how's it going, mate?
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Yeah, done the flight already. We're just we've just been checking out the iniBuilds version of Stansted, which they very kindly gave us for this stream, which is really cool. And we're just doing a couple of landings with FSI panel. This was going to be the last one actually, so hopefully it's good. Fingers and toes, as they say. Okay, we're looking good. I feel like that wind's playing with us a little bit. That's how we do it. Last landing of the night, RP. Nice. Right, let's see the landing report. That's more like it. 256 feet per minute on the centre line. Landing distance good. Yeah. Too easy. Do I run Flight Sim on a 4090? No, I've got a 4080 Super. So even though the numbers are close, the actual performance is quite a lot weaker than a 4090, but then it costs a lot less as well. Cost enough, mind. Flipping heck. It cost me a fortune. Almost passed out when I paid for that. Ryan, how's it going? I used to come into your streams and ask how to fix my yoke. Let me guess, I didn't know. It's probably true. Oh, wow. Well, what a lovely night of flying. Thank you all for coming along. It's getting a bit late now, so I'm going to go inside. I do need my sleep. I'm not feeling too brilliant, so I'm going to try and rest up ahead of the A380 launch on Thursday. I don't know what time it's going to launch on Thursday. I don't know if any of you know the answer to that or not. Hopefully it's not like 8 o'clock at night. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great flight. I think our first flight will be from Toulouse, probably back to Gatwick, I think, and we'll pop her in the hangar, and I'll start work on a paint kit. But yeah, really looking forward to flying the A380. It's going to be a bit weird because, of course, I've never flown the A380, so there could be a load of stuff that we don't know. We have to figure a lot of stuff out. So yeah, potential for a lot of mistakes. So I guess if you're into that, there could be right up your alley. But I will say thank you very much indeed. Thank you to all the people that donated. Audie, you're the last one donating the €10. Really appreciate that. Like I say, the donations, the memberships, they really kind of change the whole calculus on the viability of streaming and content creation. It is an ambition to go full time. Don't know when that's going to happen, but like I say, the donations just change the whole game completely. So I really do appreciate it, because otherwise we'd be relying on ad revenue, and we'd be lucky to clear a quid, I reckon. Seriously, we'd be lucky to get more than a quid. So yeah, the donations just flip it all on its head. So thank you very much indeed for everyone that did donate tonight. I really do appreciate it. If you can't, don't worry, I understand. But hitting the like button is a way that you can support for free. So that is a superpower that you have within you. It's a really good way to support any creator, not just me on YouTube, but I'd encourage you to do so. But guys, I'm going to head on inside now. It's getting late. I will see you on the next stream. Not sure when it's going to be. Maybe tomorrow. Don't hold me to that. And until next time, I'll see you then. But take care of yourselves. Have a good evening, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.